We have a bunch of new gameplay footage coming out for Advance Wars Reboot Camp. There's that overview trailer from Nintendo, one from Game Explain, another from Nintendo Life. I've steered away from much of the news surrounding this game. I've already pre-ordered a physical copy, which will hopefully arrive on time, and in my excitement I couldn't help it. I watched some new footage, which I want to talk about here. It's just look, they finally showed off everyone's favorite girl. I have to say, WayForward did LASH justice with their art style. She looks fantastic. Specifically though, I want to dive into IGN's 6-minute gameplay showcase because I thought it had the most intrigue. But first, I want to make some comments about the game so far. Overall, it looks decent. Definitely has that WayForward look. The cartoony style is polished, but there's not too much detail. It doesn't give the same vibe as classic Advance Wars, but that doesn't matter anyway. Fans of the original will return for nostalgia. And this modern look is specifically to attract new fans. I mean, I know why I became a Shantae fan. God damn, girl, Nell is looking thick! Speaking of Mommy Nell, I just want to say that her team is sounding really good. I have no lingering feelings for her original team, so this is great. Her CO powers animation is also quite neat. I don't know, there's something about them stars slowly falling that I really like. And who knows, maybe Sturm's meteor strike will be like summoning Bahamut or some shit. And yeah, I also noticed not everything has voice acting. Kinda feels half-assed to be honest. It's common in WayForward games, but this title was delayed twice. Surely they've had plenty of time to add more. Okay, that's all my comments for now. Let's dive into the 6-minute gameplay video of IGN because I noticed a few things. Number 1 is this, Mission 04 it says. But this map is actually campaign mission number 1 in the original. Did they add missions prior to this one? Maybe they're tutorial maps then? Or maybe it's just a typo from IGN, I don't know. Number 2, the CO music during gameplay has multiple tracks, which changes depending on what the scene is. The rhythm track is isolated while you're picking units to deploy, and a marching drum line is present during combat animation. But did you also notice? When Nell used her CO power, the mix completely changed. And dare I say, I liked it even more. I thought that was really neat, and quite frankly, I'm excited to hear multiple variations of my favorite CO's themes. I'm now wondering what LASH's theme will sound like. Rit's theme, or even the mighty Sturm. Still, I don't think there's any way they can beat the sheer earworm that was the original Sturm theme. IGN also showed off design map mode, which is where I noticed a lot of interesting stuff. We already know the game finally supports changing the map size, but not to what extent. Advance Wars 1-3 had it fixed at 30 by 20, which sucked. But Days of Ruin finally supported changing the map size. The smallest you could have was 5 by 5 and the biggest was 30 by 30. For this game though, it's unclear what the limits are, but I hope it's just as big. Now check this out as they scroll through the unit selection. You see that? You can now choose from all factions, including the Black Hole Army. This marks the first time in the series players could do so in design mode. And maybe that opens the opportunity for 5-player games? Probably not. All the terrain and unit options are the same it seems. Everything's there, but I'm not seeing the pipelines from Advance Wars 2. I'm wondering where they are, and do we have to unlock them? Well, if they're an unlockable, then you know what else would be an awesome unlockable? Placing cannons in design mode. Or mini cannons at the very least. Yeah, this is probably not gonna happen. Finally, there's a play restriction from old games that was thankfully not present in Days of Ruin, which I hope isn't in this game as well. So I ask, can our design maps be played without placing faction HQs? The footage doesn't answer that, so we're gonna have to wait until we get our hands on the game. And same for the gameplay, which I can't comment on because I don't have the game yet and neither do you, so shut up. But hey, that's it for now. We're only a little over a week away from release day, and I'm so excited. Get hyped! See you all on April 21st. Talk later, bros.